Don't wanna brag, but I got a mustache now. Does it look stupid? I'm sure the bullies in the comments will let me know. Talking about bullying, today's subject is crazy. Pretty crazy. Mustache and glasses now. I guess that's my thing. So this is the first video, the start of this saga. Let me know if you see anything that's worth getting bullied for, okay? Let's do this.
When I told my dad I was going to be getting him the same pans that Gordon Ramsay has, he was so excited. I'm talking about the hex-clad pans, and today my dad is going to be showing us how to make a stir-fried veggie and chicken with some—
There's no real reason to watch all of this. I guess the only thing that I'd maybe point to is the fact that this is probably undisclosed advertising. I don't think you randomly got your dad those pans. I don't think that's the case. But other than that, who knows? Anyways, she posted that, and this is what happened.
I posted a video yesterday of my dad cooking for me with these hex-clad pans that we had gotten. There was a comment on there where the person goes, "Must be tough living a life on easy mode." I also didn't think the comment was rude at first. I responded with, "Lucky to have parents who make it possible." And they responded,
I'm gonna read it. They responded with, "Yeah, we get it. You have no skills and family money." Now, if you look closely, enhance into the picture like they do in spy movies. This account is called parchmentpaper.com. If you go to parchmentpaper.com, it is, you can buy parchment paper on it. You use it for the surface of baking things. When you put it in the oven, that's parchment paper for you. So much like this person, you might be thinking to yourself, what? Why would a parchment paper decide to cyberbully this person? Well, apparently, it wasn't a parchment paper at all.
like, okay, what the hell? Like, maybe this account is hacked, because from a business account, that seems kind of weird. So I send them an email and I'm like, hey, like, I think somebody's on your business account, like, leaving cyberbullying comments. Didn't say anything else. That was it. And then I get an email from the CEO of parchmentpaper.com. And
Mr. Parchment Paper himself. Let's read his email. I don't consider stating factual information as cyberbullying, but if you're offended over a comment about having no skill set while getting to frolic through life with family money is bullying, I'd call the cyberbullying police, delete the comment, and move along. Cheers. Total unprofessionalism is what I think about this. They just don't make parchment paper companies like they used to. Back in the day, if someone told you that they were a parchment paper CEO, you'd know that you're gonna talk to a respectable person. Nowadays, parchment paper CEOs are just in your comments being like, you're a fucking shit.
then he goes back to the page and goes, cyberbullying is even more funny.
He fucking doesn't back down, this guy. I think the thing is, you can tell from her tone, she is not a person to mess with. I've watched all the TikToks in advance. I'll come clean about that. You'll see, I mean, they picked a fight with one hell of a woman. She's a fighter. You'll see that in a bit.
I can't know whether to laugh or to be angry at this point, because just by the name Brandon Howard, I can tell what kind of person this is and what
I don't know, Brandon Howard sounds like a really standard name. I'm not gonna overanalyze the name Brandon Howard. Sounds like just a normal ass name. I look like Dr. Disrespect with the mustache and these dumb glasses now. I think I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna go back to the other sunglasses that I wore. Anyways, you'd think that this is it, you know? Parchment paper guy replies, gets owned on the internet, the TikTok makes its round, it's a big TikTok, and then he's like, okay, let's pack my bags, I'm gonna go back to my house made of parchment paper and call it a day. No, obviously not. The sort of person to risk his business in order to bully someone is not a packing their bag kind of person.
From a comment on a business account that was on my profile. Just because you deleted the comment doesn't mean it didn't happen.
So first thing he does is remove his comments. Classic parchment paper move. Parchment papers famously remove the food from the bottom of the oven tray. This is a classic parchment paper move in the move books.
Still have screenshots, timestamps, everything with your name on it. But I do want to say that I don't really appreciate people sending them death threats. That's never okay.
People start sending death threats really quickly nowadays. Sending death threats to parchment paper? Like, what kind of weird life weird, sad life you're living.
Did send me a legal notice. It came from info@parchmentpapers.com, and it says that they are really worried about the safety of their team.
I really hope they sent her the legal notice printed on parchment paper.
If I don't remove the defamatory posts on TikTok, they will be taking legal action, which I don't believe it's defamatory.
No, I'm actually a legal expert. It's incredibly defamatory, actually, to post screenshots that someone said. If I ever accidentally say something embarrassing in the video, if I end up regretting this mustache later on, and someone posts a screenshot of it later, I'm gonna sue them for defamation because I'm not a big fan of them doing that. And that's what defamation's all about, really. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna try this setup.
I did not think we would have another update, but you keep emailing me. I just have a few questions about this email. Did you forget to delete the part where it says like your contact information?
Okay, wait, no, I want to read this. I want to read this. I can't see anything. I have too many sunglasses on my face. If you require any information or clarification, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you for understanding, blah, blah, blah. If you choose to not publicly make a statement instructing your followers and fan base to cease and desist, I don't think that that's how you spell it. 100% from their attacks against our staff and company every day we have to exhaust time and resources to is just making our case against you further solidified. What? A broken ass legal statement. I don't think that a real lawyer sent this. A Better Call Saul ass legal cease and desist.
And also, what's with the cease and desist? I thought it was CEASE.
That's what I thought as well, but apparently they changed it. This is a man with incredibly self-destructive tendencies. Like, the more he responds, the more she responds, the more random people on TikTok, like, I don't know, leave mean comments on Trustpilot or whatever they're experiencing. I don't know what they're going through right now. Just stop or apologize or just stop and you'll be fine. People will move on. People will not care about your parchment paper company for that long. This is not like you, parchment paper man. Parchment paper is not usually self-destructive. It is there to protect our food. Outwardly defensive, I'd say, is what parchment paper is.
Another day, another email. This time you decided to fix the typos. Congratulations.
Okay, let's read. I'm loving the emails. Serious legal action to be taken. This is serious. They're gonna send them a season season. Fix the typos just in case you couldn't figure out. We're very serious about this issue. Okay, and enough. He's talking in plural too much. This is clearly just one guy. I don't know how many employees he has, but this is clearly a one-man operation. He's writing all the emails. He's the legal team. You know, he's the employees that are getting death threats. I'm pretty sure, allegedly. I don't want to get a cease and desist from this as well. But come on. This is one guy, okay? This is just one guy doing all of this. Fix the typos just in case you couldn't figure out. We are very serious about this issue, as your direct actions to intentionally harm to us and our company is not being taken lightly. Very serious about this issue, as your direct actions to intentionally harm us. You have another typo here again. Jesus Christ. Expect me to believe that this is a lawyer. What is this prank that you're operating? Prank of a company. We expect action to be taken within 48 hours. That's not a legal thing. You don't know anything about the law, man. You don't know anything about the law.
And you also told me you're fixing the typos. Very interesting thing for your legal department to say.
Yeah, that's a common lawyer move. Lawyers are always like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry about that. So embarrassing.
But your cease and desist at the bottom.
It's cease and desist.
At rocketlawyer.com. So of course I had to call them and ask them, is this a real legal document? And they said no immediately. And they said this looks like a phishing scam and you should probably not respond.
You know, I know nothing about this woman. He really picked a fight with the wrong person. I would not think of calling rocketlawyer.com. I would just be like, that's a dumb thing that I got sent, you know? He just keeps embarrassing himself himself from one move to another.
Then you decided you're going to start using my work email, which is public, to sign me up for corn sites, for Scientology, but you forgot that those companies will actually send you the IP where the accounts were made from.
I can't help but respect this woman's game. What? Incredible stuff.
And it's funny because it's pinging in California and I'm not in California, but I do remember that on Trustpilot, when you had your address up, it was coming up in California.
Oh my God, she is doing all of this in her pajamas. She could do this beef in her sleep. I've never seen someone that prepared for something like that. Wow. She was trained for this. At the moment, this is fresh. I think the last video was posted like 2 days ago at the time of me recording this. If I was Mr. Parchment Paper, I would stop. I would stop. I'd let the winds of time make people forget about this. Maybe move to a different business, different kind of paper. Maybe papyrus. It's a hard one to take seriously. It's a tough topic to fully be taken seriously. That's why I had to wear all those sunglasses. Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. But I would have the sensibility to not get into this beef in the first place as a baking paper company. For every subscriber that I get off of this video, I will wear a new pair of sunglasses. This is not a legally binding contract, so don't you dare send me a cease and desist.